talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I don't know why. Can y'all? All right. Hi everyone. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if I'm breaking up or not. Let me know. I know it's a lot of you guys that just watching the bushes, but I would appreciate if y'all come out and let me know if I'm breaking up or not. Um, now, tonight I'm gonna give you guys an update on. It's just sickening on Kamarie. Trisha, am I breaking up? Trisha, am I breaking up? Trisha, let me know. Hey Kendra, how you doing? Hey Trisha, hey Kendra. Y'all let me know if I'm breaking up or not. Make sure that you guys I have got my background back, y'all, as you guys can see. I'm happy about that. And we're gonna have less noise. I'm back in the back now again to try to get everything back up. It seems like since I'm in the back of the house, it seems like that's when my internet gets to working up. I'm lagging. Oh, let me see. Jesus. Hold on a minute. Hey, princess. How you doing? Anyway, y'all, we got to talk. Okay. Um, Tonight, guys, we're gonna talk about. Tonight, we're going to talk about. I do want to let you guys know tomorrow live, we will be talking about you. Who asked me about the good bishop the other night? I think it was Princess. Princess, you remember you were talking, asking me when I was going to do another live on the good bishop. Well, girl, um, honey, Bishop Senegal went and went live on Clubhouse last night, and his third bishop, um, what's his name? Dietrich, whatever his name, Bishop Reed. Um, his third wife and her stepdaughter came out and spoke her truth. And one of the members that was young, honey, spoke out too. And he was grooming her. I'm gonna have to let y'all listen to it on tomorrow, guys. Tonight we're gonna talk about Melissa Lucio, and I'm gonna give you guys an update on Kamarie right quick too. But tomorrow, y'all going to be shocked how Dwight Reed ain't nothing but a common womanizer and a criminal, and uses people for a come up and uses women. Oh, Lord, I just feel sorry how he did the third wife. Tomorrow night we're gonna talk about it, y'all, and I'm gonna play the audio from Clubhouse. Bishop Senegal, he had sent an invite on Facebook, and I got on Clubhouse and listened to it. And child, I tell y'all, my teacup was overfilling, child. Hey Angie, girl, I had watched you today. I love that. I did watch your Ross um, vlog, and I loved it. I forgot to comment because my stuff is messing up. As you guys see, I'm scared to touch anything. So make sure you guys check out Angie. She does wonderful vlogs and with Ross and TJ Maxx and everywhere, honey. Angie be everywhere. Um, but tomorrow, y'all, make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna try to go live at about 7 because I gotta work tomorrow, I mean Saturday. So I'm gonna try to go live because this gonna be a pretty tomorrow gonna be a pretty lengthy live because we y'all know. Hey Jenzetta, how are you today? Um, you're welcome. Tomorrow gonna be a pretty lengthy live because y'all we got a lot to listen to. We're not gonna listen to Bishop Senegal talk. We're gonna listen to the stories. I'm sorry, but the pastor, the good Bishop Senegal, he a little lengthy. He get the talking shy. And he means well, but if y'all want to listen to that part, y'all listen to the part. We just gonna listen to the stories on tomorrow of his ex-wife. If y'all want to listen to it, look up Bishop Senegal on Facebook, and y'all want to go ahead and listen to the story so we can discuss it. That's cool with me. I'm not. That don't take away the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So um, I'm definitely y'all gonna be. It's like that man, Dwight Reed deserves to be in. He needs to be in jail. To be honest, touching on children and all that. Ugh. Anyway, y'all got to listen to it. It's a mess. It's a mess. Anyway, tomorrow, guys, as you guys remember, back in January, we was talking about a Kamarie Holland. She was a little young girl that was reported missing. She was 5 years old, and it come to find out that her mother, Christy Simple, had sold her off to this man, and Jesus, sold it off to this man. His name is Jeremy Williams, and he sodomized the baby. He strangled her, raped her corpse. Jesus, I just can't even just go how this is the most horrific stuff. I'm trying not to just go in. This is the most horrific stuff you could ever do to a child. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did is the most horrific stuff, and he deserves the death penalty, y'all. He definitely do. And he went to court again, y'all. But he ain't. I know why what he's pleading. He's pleading insanity. He's saying that when he was doing what he was doing to this baby, he was insane, child. He wasn't understanding what the ramifications of what he was doing and why he was doing what he was doing. He claiming he was mentally ill. Now, do y'all really do if this ain't I ain't never known no sick-minded individual. You're mentally ill, you're sick-minded. That's all what it is. Anyway, this says here, the prosecution, guys, is ready to take Jeremy to trial in a case against one of the two suspects. It says here the same day the prosecutor announced that he was ready for trial in the case against one of the two suspects charged in the rape and strangling of 5-year-old Kamarie. What? Jello, go sit down. It says here the defendant plead not guilty by mental disease or defect. I see no lies here. Go. No. It says here that means the next step in the case against Jeremy Williams. Go. The next step in the case against Jeremy Williams is a psychological evaluation conducted by the state of Alabama, wasting the taxpayer in Alabama money, child. Like he innocent. It says here that he will get a psychological evaluation, and he was arraigned Tuesday in Russell County Circuit Court. It says here that the defense attorney, Charles Floyd, entered two plea deals on behalf of two pleas on Williams' behalf, one not guilty and the other not guilty because of his mental state, meaning Williams at the time of the homicide was unable to appreciate the nature and quality of wrongfulness of his act. Child, I don't even believe this. It says here, if the jury accept that defense, it would not set him free, said the district attorney. It says here that he will be sent to an institution for the criminally insane. So either way it goes, he still ain't gonna be free. Exactly. Like you gonna say that you are mentally insane and you couldn't appreciate the nature of your wrongful act. Child, this ain't the first child you done did something to. This allegedly, this man was taking did something to a baby in a whole nother state. It was a whole nother state with his wife, who was his own child, I think, and other children. But he never was charged. See, he got caught up this time because he killed a child. He's supposed to just touch the baby and brought her on back. But see, exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Nothing. And I mean absolutely nothing. It says here that Tuesday hearing, after Tuesday hearing, it says here that he was on the attorney said that he was unsure when Williams would be evaluated because the state is backlogged. So it gives him more time to sit in prison and think of more lives. Anyway, it says here that he will be going to court, y'all, for August the 19th. But he said obviously it won't be ready for trial. It says here Chancey told the judge the prosecution is ready for trial, though Floyd countered that he has yet to get all the evidence from the district attorney office so he can prepare. It says here the district attorney told the court also that he wants to join Williams' 2 counts related to sex trafficking with the matching case against Kamarie's mother, Christy Simple, who's accused of trafficking her daughter to Williams for a so far undisclosed amount of money. It says here that they objected to that, and the judge will rule on that after they file written motions. It says here that after the hearing, the DA said he is willing to try the capital murder case ahead of others already pending. So he's ready to put him to jail now. And he definitely so. He said that he previously said the county was has 2 years worth of capital murder cases still awaiting trial because of delays of COVID-19 restrictions. But he's ready to go ahead and get rid of him because look, y'all, this all the charges he's facing right now. He got capital murder of a victim younger than 14. He got capital murder in the course of kidnapping. Capital murder while raping a victim younger than 12. Capital murder while committing sodomy. Producing child pornography by recording himself assaulting Kamarie. So you telling me that you are insane? You're saying you're insane and you are recording yourself doing a sinful, sickening act as recording yourself doing something to an innocent child. And you saying that you goddamn mentally ill. I don't believe it. You just sick in the mind. Abusing a corpse under those same circumstances, first degree sex trafficking involving a victim under 18 conspiring with her mother, simple, to commit human trafficking. Christy has, it says here that she's facing sex trafficking, and 3 counts of felony murder based on rape, sodomy, and first degree kidnapping. But it says here in Christy case, they ain't seeking the death penalty. It says here if convicted, she faced life in prison. It just y'all. Ooh, it's still a guy going on the case, y'all. But that's all that done came out. Oh my God! Like y'all, it makes me so angry that this man has set up here and said that he want to file innocent, not guilty by reasonable of insanity. You ain't insane. Yeah, you may have a problem um mentally when it's dealing with children, but there's still no excuse to do this sinful, ridiculous act. When those they probably got him in protective custody. He probably on 24-hour lockdown. He ain't going to ain't no way he is in population. Y'all really think he's in general pop? No, I don't think so. I think he's probably in protective custody because y'all think the prisoners don't watch TV, child. Y'all he's probably in 24-hour care. He only get out for an hour to take a bath, and that's about it. And go outside for about 30 minutes, come on back. Mm-mm. He's probably in protective custody. And he probably had, when he was sitting in that jail cell, probably thinking about what his sickness and how he was so wrong that he's afraid of death. But you wasn't afraid of killing a 5-year-old child that did absolutely nothing to deserve what was done to her. And her mother and him need to rot in jail or go to hell. And that means lethal injection. That's the way I look at it. Shoot, like, y'all pray for the mother. Pray for the father because just so I know the father's gonna be so hard to just sit and go to trial and not want to kill this man for killing his daughter. Anyway, y'all, let's move on to the main topic of the hour. Tonight, guys, how long I got? Okay. Tonight, we're going to talk about this lady. Her name is Melissa Lucio. She is facing execution on April the 27th for the death of her daughter. It says here that Melissa is on death row for the murder of her 2-year-old daughter and is seeking clemency, excuse me, amid new evidence and recent public support from state lawmakers and jurors from her trial more than a decade ago. Melissa Lucio, who is 53 now, is set to be executed, guys, on April the 22nd. She was sentenced to death in 2008 after the court found her daughter Maria suffered physical abuse leading to let me pull a picture up of a guy so y'all know what does she look like, what am I referring to, so you'll know. And let me see here. Because they're going to have a rally for this win. That was today. They had a rally for her, but this is her and her child, and I'm gonna pull up the information about her now. So today they held a rally for her. This is Melissa Lucio. I maybe said her last name wrong, but this is her with her daughter, um, her 2-year-old daughter, Maria. It says here Maria suffered physical uh, abuse leading to her death, but Lucio and her attorney say the toddler's death was an accident caused by an undiagnosed injury Maria sustained after falling down the stairs 2 days prior. On March the 21st, 22nd, um, Maria lawyers filed, I'm sorry, Melissa's lawyers filed a clemency petition to the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles, arguing that new evidence showed Maria's death was accidental and caused by unseen internal injuries. Attorneys also say Melissa asserted her innocence more than 100 times during the interrogation alongside her confession. It says here her lawyer, Vanessa Pockins of the Innocent Project, says here it is important for people to understand that Melissa convictions rest on false and erroneous medical evidence, and her clemency petition is supported by important new scientific evidence that no decision maker, no court has ever heard. That Maria's death was a tragedy and not a murder. Um, so let's look into this, guys. So, this gonna be it's gonna kind of feel familiar. Hey, Reese Cup, how you doing? Yeah, this is gonna sound a little bit familiar. Sound just as much as Takia Beverly's situation at the moment. It's all due to a fall, and what's end up happening is she fall um, she fell down a flight of steps. She had an injury. It was never seen about, and the baby succumbed to her injuries. Sound like what happened to baby Jack. Now, let's look and see what the prosecution. I'm gonna read to you guys because I found what the DA office uh accused the mother of. They get, and why they seek it. It's all y'all these small town politics, and we're gonna talk about that. The small town politics who want to make a name for themselves. So what they do is they have cases like this, and they try to make an example out of a person who is innocent. So let me pull up my information that I have here. And then we're going to listen to her story because there is some videos that support everything that she has went through. And if she's innocent, then no person that is innocent should be sitting there on death row and life taken from them. Um, so this is This is what it says here. On February the 17th of 2007, paramedics found Maria Alvarez unattended and lying on her back in the middle of the floor unresponsive, not breathing, and with no pulse. Says here her father, Robert Alvarez, told police and paramedics at the scene that Maria had fallen down some stairs. And Maria was transported to the emergency room at Valley Baptist Medical Center in Harlingen, Texas, where she was pronounced dead. The conditions of Maria's body indicate that she had been severely abused. Check this out. They said her body was covered with new and old bruises, contusions, bite marks on her back. One of her arms had been broken probably about 2 to 7 weeks before her death. She was missing portions of her hair where it had been pulled out by the roots. She was dehydrated and small for her age. Maria indicated no apparent signs of a head injury. It says here an autopsy showed 2-year-old Maria died of blunt force head trauma, which would have occurred within 24 hours prior to her death, and it would have been immediately apparent that Maria was in distress and in need of medical attention. They said she also had cocaine in her system. This is what it was all alleged right here. Says here that she had cocaine in her system allegedly. It says here that says Maria suffered multiple contusions to her head area, and that blunt force head trauma basically means beat about the head with something, an object, a hand, a fist, or slam. Um, uh, the medical examiner Farley testified that these injuries would not have been caused by falling down some stairs, and this was the most severe case of child abuse she had ever seen. It says here Lucio was arrested the next day for capital murder. Hold on, y'all. Of her daughter Maria Alvarez, Lucio was sentenced to death by lethal injection, and Lucio's husband, Robert Alvarez, was only charged with injury to a child. It says here that someone wrote, I wish more child abuse was sentenced to death by lethal injection like Lucio, or at least sentenced to life in prison for their for their crime. It's not fair that they can take an innocent life and still have theirs, even if it is behind bars. So we're going to listen. So this was all alleged by y'all. I'm sorry about all the pops up. This was all alleged, I guess, by the prosecution office and and all that. So, but a lot of lawmakers have spoken out on her behalf. So it says here, this is from Spike Cohen. It says, this is Melissa Lucio. Next month, the Texas state government plans to execute Melissa for a murder that never happened. Melissa was sexually abused starting at the age of 6 years. She got married at 16 in hopes of escaping her abuse, but it only worsened. Through all of this, Melissa remained a loving mother. According to Texas CPS, that there has never been a single recorded incident of her abusing any of her 12 children. It says Melissa's youngest daughter, Maria, was born with a physical disability that caused her to walk unsteadily. On one tragic night, Maria fell down a flight of stairs. She died 2 days after this terrible accident. Unfortunately for Melissa, Cameron County DA Armando Villalobos was running for re-election and he was looking for a win. So, um, Villalobos is now serving. He is serving a 13-year federal prison sentence for bribery, child, and extortion. So he corrupt too. Oh, geez. Um, so it says the same night Maria died, police interrogated a distraught Melissa for several hours until 3 a.m. the following day. After hours of insisting over 100 times that Maria's death was an accident and she hadn't beaten her to death, she finally relented and said, I guess I'm responsible. They said Melissa never confessed and continued to say she didn't kill Maria. She still maintains her innocence to this day. It says here that didn't stop the thieving criminal DA from prosecuting her. During Melissa's trial, Texas prosecutors presented no evidence that Melissa ever abused Maria or any of her children. In fact, available evidence demonstrated that Maria died accidentally and Melissa had never been investigated or suspected of abusing any of her kids. Y'all, what do this sound like? What does this sound like? Another person that's been railroaded by the DA trying to make a name for themselves. Sound like the same stuff that, you know, Takia Beverly and her husband Morris Beverly is going through due to the fact of small time politics, trying to stay reelected, trying to make a name for yourself. But you can't play with people's lives when you trying to be innocent, when you trying to get elected, and then you end up in jail for bribery and extortion. So that means that you ain't right yourself. And then you gonna sit up here, somebody's on death row because of your lies. It says here, um, despite all of this, jurors convicted Melissa for murder and she was sentenced to death. Um, it says here, if this seems shocking to you, it shouldn't. Wrongful convictions based on little to no evidence, sometimes just coerced confessions, are typical for death penalty cases. It says here, according to the National Registry of Exoneration, nearly a third of wrongfully convicted women are convicted of harming loved ones in their care, and nearly 3/4 of them were convicted for crimes that didn't happen. So Maria's death, guys, was an accident, but it was not murder. So, a lot of people may feel like, it's crazy, but they said that it says here as well that after it says just the 2 hours after Maria died, they was already looking at the mother as the suspect. They presumed she was guilty before even going to trial. Um, it says here that the police showed Melissa photos of her deceased child, berated her, and told her she was a bad mother. They intimidated her. They suggested that she may face less severe punishment if she admitted that she had abused her child. Mm, mm, mm. I would like to see that interrogation video. Um, so they basically tried to get her to admit that she did something to her child. Um, It says here Melissa was pregnant with twins at the time of the interrogation. It says here her innocence is more than she has said she's been innocent. Um, and they they still found her guilty. And it says, and I want you guys to listen to what I have found here on. I want you guys to listen to this and let me know what you guys think.
For killing her young daughter. Growing calls for clemency for a Texas woman set to be executed for killing her young daughter.
I'm sorry that I wasn't there to protect her. And I failed her.
More than 100,000 people have now signed a petition claiming 53-year-old Melissa Lucio is innocent, and her alleged confession to police after 5 hours of questioning was not valid. Among those on Lucio's side, reality star and current law student Kim Kardashian.
When I had the opportunity to help someone and was successful at that, I started to dig deeper and saw that our system just had so many flaws.
Kardashian has helped other death row inmates, including Alice Johnson, whose lifetime sentence for a drug offense was commuted by former President Trump. Kardashian now hoping her celebrity will help Lucio, posting, "So heartbreaking to read this letter from Melissa Lucio's children, begging for the state not to kill their mother. There are so many unresolved questions surrounding this case and the evidence that was used to convict her." Lucio was convicted of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Mariah Alvarez, back in 2007. She claims Mariah accidentally fell down the stairs. Authorities say it was child abuse, saying the ER doctor called it the worst case of abuse they'd seen in 30 years. But a recent documentary on Hulu raised awareness of the case. And soon, support for Lucio began to grow, with a bipartisan group of dozens of Texas lawmakers now questioning whether the trial was fair and whether Lucio's defense was adequate.
In cases like this where you have a child death, there are experts that come in and do research and analysis. Her attorneys decided to go to trial without allowing those experts to complete their work.
Lucio is the first Latina sent to death row in Texas. The parole board plans to vote on her clemency petition 2 days before her execution, which is April 27th. Mona, Andrew.
More to come. All right, Andrea, thank you.
Okay, guys, hold on just a second. So I'm sorry, her name is Mariah. So y'all, her name is Mariah, not Melissa, Maria. I'm sorry. But the baby name was Maria. It's Mariah. So this is the letter. I'm gonna post it. I'm going to post it. I'm gonna show it. This is from her kids. It says here that it says, "Dear Governor Abbott and members of the board, we ask for you to spare the life of our mother, Melissa Lucio. We ask for you for closure. We ask you for peace. The death of our sister, Mariah, and the prosecution of our parents tore our family apart. The wounds never fully healed. They probably never will. We ask you not to tear those wounds open again. Please give us the chance for closure. Please give us a chance of peace. Please allow us to reconcile with Mariah's death and remember her without fresh pain, anguish, and grief. Please spare the life of our mother. With deepest gratitude and respect, sons and daughters of Melissa Lucio." So y'all see all the names. She had 12 children. And so she did, she do want clemency. She do want, she said she's innocent and all of this. And that, the new evidence found that, saying that, it's shocking that what great lengths people will go to just to get a conviction, especially, like I said, a DA. Y'all, some people hey Lawrence, like in Takia's case, you know what I'm saying? They think that the medical examiner is right, but he human too. He can get it wrong. Doctors, they can get it wrong. It's so many people, so many doctors have misdiagnosed people. They're human, and what they say ain't always right. But if there's evidence that shows there's a reasonable doubt, then why continue to, if this child fell off a flight of stairs and she did fail her with not getting her medical attention. It sounds like because if a child falls, especially a baby, a 2-year-old fall and hit her head and end up with a skull fracture or something like that, they can get can die of, on their injuries with their injuries. So that's why they say when a kid fall, like sometimes like off stairs and stuff, it's best to seek them medical attention. And I think that's the only thing Miss Melissa is guilty of is not seeking medical attention for her daughter. If she fell off a flight of stairs and she didn't get her medical attention, she is responsible for that. Um, just the same as just if I wish that like people understand that even though you may fall from your injuries, you may have a car accident one day, hit your head, have a skull fracture. And if you don't get it seen about, you could die from your injuries 2-3 days later. That can actually happen. And this is what happened to Mariah, and this is what happened to Baby J. She injured herself. She had a skull fracture that was healing. Probably re-injured herself within those 24 hours or whatever, and she succumbed to her injuries. Even though the mother or whoever don't believe it, but that's the truth. So why put innocent people in jail just to? Because like right now, I feel as though they're just trying to make a name for themselves because it's sad that sometimes your people innocent lives are used for politics. You know what I'm saying? So um let's just pray that she gets um let's just pray that she gets clemency. Let's pray that whatever the truth is that she'll be able to be set free because she didn't do this. Especially when you're used for a political reason or a political gain. Um, that's very, that's very, that's very sad. Um, so let's listen to this too, and maybe y'all can hear. Let's listen. This lady, she from. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Hold on. And it says here as well. Let's see. Hold on. I lost what I'm looking for, but it was saying that a lot of the jurors that was sitting on that convicted her for murder now regrets ever, like they regret ever sending sentencing her to death due to the fact of the lack of evidence. Let me tell y'all something. When you have jury duty and when you have uh, oath, get on the oath to be on jury duty, they tell you don't you have to we have to stop looking at emotions and just look at you have to look at the evidence. There was no evidence that look that she abused any of her children or abused this child. There was no evidence. There was no evidence that says, hey, oh, she was beat up upside the head. Y'all just going by what the doctor was saying, but how we know for sure that's what was seen on this baby body. Um, it's sad that she's being sentenced to death, Lord. I hope and pray that she's able to be set free. And I hope that, her family able to we'll be able to get some closure, because not an innocent person should never be sitting in a jail cell, and that's just the way I feel about it. Not an innocent person, because it could be any of us just um, sitting in a jail, being accused of something that we didn't do. So sometimes we have to put our, you know, put ourselves in other people's shoes and see it for what it is. Yes, it is people that are child abusers that abuse children, and then there's are those innocent people that are just being accused of stuff because of evilness, because of political gain, because of somebody's hiding something. It could be anything. So you have to make sure that when you're looking at the evidence, because the evidence. One thing about an abuse. One thing for certain, two things to show about it. A person that's dealing with a child abuser, it's going to be a pattern. They're going to continue to do it. They're going to be different bruises and things like that. People going to see it. Child, ain't nobody just going to wake up one day and just decide they're going to kill it. It is people that do that, but I'm just saying it's going to be a pattern. Um, I hope and pray that this lady, she be exonerated, or they give her clemency, or they stop the execution. And give her a new trial so she can prove her innocence. But y'all, one thing about it though, when you have people that's in higher positions that are corrupted, they will do all what they can to keep from keep you from being free. They will continue to be corrupted until they are out. So, um, as well, guys, I do want to talk about this before I go. Um, it was um a teacher in Collierville that had put. I swear to God, this is because I got like 15 more minutes, and then that's gonna be it. It was this teacher from Collierville that put tape around a child's mouth. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what it says here. It says here that the family is planning on suing the district in Collierville because they feel like the reason why the teacher did, because the child was disturbing the class. But you could have sent the class teach the kids. I know plenty of teachers that sent them to the office. Um, Listen to this. Listen.
Yeah, I talked to them for a very brief moment yesterday, and you could hear how disturbed they are about this incident that took place at their child's school with this tape being put over their son's mouth. And again, you could hear how disturbed they are about this incident. Now, several parents and teachers told me the taping of the student's mouth disturbed the students at West Collierville Middle School so much in that classroom, they reported it to the school's principal. That's how the parents found out about it. One parent explained the teacher put tape over the child's mouth and wrote an X on it on the tape to discipline him after he disrupted the class. Now, we did reach out to Collierville, the school district. We have not heard back from them on about a comment on this incident. Of course, we're scheduled to speak with those parents of the child who had the tape put over his mouth this morning. Want you to stay with us. Reporting live this morning here in Collierville.
Okay, so let me listen. Y'all listen to the parent. Hold on a second. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, these teachers are underpaid and tired. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of teachers are underpaid and tired, and they like, you know what? If you gonna see a disruptive child, and I ain't gonna lie, I have worked for the school district, and it can't. I'm not as a teacher, but I did used to work for the school district as a custodian, and I can honestly say that some of these kids can get out of hand. No, nobody has a teacher does not have the right to put their hands on the child. Um, Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I hate this. I talk to Yeah, you have to, and that's what I'm saying. You have to. I know a lot of teachers that go ahead and put the fear in them before they even before the year get in good. They let them know, look, I am not the one. I do not play. You have to put the fear in. You can't be their friend one day and then be their friend the next day. You have to just lay it on them, and then if you don't play, you go ahead and give them for a warning. And if they don't do right, write them up, send them home to their parents. Um, Hold on, y'all. A lot of teachers don't get it like that, you know. But I understand exactly how y'all, you know, that this can make someone upset because that's not her right. So send them out the classroom, send them to the office or whatever. I ain't never known for a teacher to do that either. But just to give me a minute, let me let y'all listen to the parents. Hold on. Oh, my internet. Hold on, I'm trying to find that video I had. So, don't give me no more of that information. All I know is that the parents is looking to sue the school district and for because they feel like the teacher was wrong, and I bet you the teacher has been put on administrative leave too. She ain't got away with it for sure. Yeah, the basically that's what most TP when kids are disrupting the class, most teachers I know put them out the class and tell them goodbye. Um, that's kind of humiliating. It is kind of humiliating. Um, so this is what the school says. It says a news story produced by WREG News 3 Today has erroneously reported an incident purported to have taken place at Collierville Middle School. It says here incident did not take place at Collierville Middle. The district has put out a statement and has notified the news station of the error in the report of correction. So they said it didn't happen at the school. But it happened somewhere. If it didn't happen at the school, um, West Collierville. Um, well, child, it happened somewhere because somebody done got upset somewhere. They think about suing the district. Um, Either way it goes, it's wrong, child. Either way it goes, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. Either way it goes. Oh, Lord. You know, child, we just have to. That's why I say, some of these teachers are underpaid and they ain't can. And it just and COVID made it so much worse in the school, y'all. It really did. It made it so much worse in the school. They have taken um it has gotten so much worse in the school since COVID. After COVID, I mean, since COVID and we was at home and stuff like that, um, it has school has gotten so much worse. So it probably did. It was a wrong school that they did, but it's still pulling up as the Collierville school. So I don't know. Um, Let me see here. It says here that the parents are suing. Let me see. Yep, West Collierville Middle School. This is in Collierville, Tennessee. And East Memphis Middle School found that one of his sixth grade teachers violated school policy after they taped the mouth of one of their students shut. Of their students shut. And it says here the little boy said she got looked at me and she got tape out of her desk and put it over my mouth because I talked. The student told the news, and she told me if I take it off, she was gonna get me. Um, and she, the 12-year-old student at West Collierville Middle School said he was asking another student about an assignment handed out in class, in which point his teacher put out a roll of clear tape and used it to mark an X for the student's mouth. The teacher then dared the student to remove the tape. The student's father said he was concerned about his son becoming the subject of ridicule and was looking at potentially transferring him to another school. It says here the school system told the news that they investigated the incident and found the teacher had violated the policy and calling for staff to develop wholesome relationship with the students. So I guess they had to go and investigate themselves. Uh, it says here the news had obtained the teacher's personal file, which included a letter of reprimand regarding the incident. Within the letter, the teacher said taking the student's mouth shut was all in fun and it was a joke. And also pointed out he didn't talk again the rest of the class and got his work done. The school system said it will be taking appropriate corrective actions, and both the district and the parents considered the matter to be closed. However, the students' parents contest that claim and are reportedly moving forward with the plans to obtain a lawyer and potentially sue the district. It says here that she didn't apologize even the next day. She had a whole week to apologize for what she did, and she didn't do it. The father said. It says they're trying to sweep it on the rug as far as what she did, and for us not to take it any further. The only thing they did was just move him out of her room. Who is to say she's not going to do it to another student? Um, Incidents of teachers taping the students taping mouths of the students' shuts are not entirely uncommon. Coming in January, a Pennsylvania middle school teacher sparked outrage after doing so. In 2019, a Cincinnati public school teacher resigned after reportedly doing the same. It says here the national desk reached out to the school's principal, the district, and several other school district boards, but has not received a response. So I guess after their investigation, they they realized that she did do so. But they're gonna hold up for the teacher because she said it was all fun and games. She ain't lost her job. Just know that she ain't lost her job. They may ask her to resign. She might be gone for a year. They gonna send her, bring her right on back. They might suspend her a few days. That's about it. Child, child. She said it was all fun and games. Okay, fun and games if you laughing and all that. See, now that you try to make it like not so light of this situation, but we'll see. We will see. Anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. Oh, and as well tomorrow, guys, um, we will be discussing the good bishop. We will be discussing basically. We will be discussing the good bishop and all in the honey. Y'all have to hear the story. Child, tomorrow I got to go on at 7. But because y'all have to hear this story about what he did to his third wife. Honey, Reese. Reese was on the live too. And she can tell you, child, me and her discussed it, child. This is a whole entire mess. This man, he ain't no real bishop. He ain't called or ordained by no God. He only ordained about his pockets and women and young women. That's the only thing he is. Child, I can't wait for y'all to hear it tomorrow. Tune in because, child, we're going to enjoy this. Y'all, we're going to have an in-depth conversation. And we're going to listen to the stepdaughter because the stepdaughter came on there first. Did you jam? Girl, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, because y'all want an update and we need a discussion. So we're going to talk about, I don't even know what to name the live. What should I name the live? The lives of the good bishop. The lives of the good bishop. All I can say is, Lord, I pray that Jordan get out of this situation. I hope Jordan get out of this situation. Oh, and Jordan's grandfather. Bullshit. Okay, look, Jordan's grandfather got on the live last night too, child. Her father. Child. Hey, Chris, how you doing? y'all, we're gonna see tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go. I'm gonna try my best to go live at uh her father is more than a hot mess. You might well say he was trafficking his own daughter. Sad what people do for money. And child, let me tell you, it's sad what people would do for a position in the church and a little bit of power and a little bit of money. You'll sell your whole soul and sell your whole child. Anyway, y'all, let me go get these kids ready for bed. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 7, guys. I'm gonna try to be here on time, and I'll let you. Yeah, I'll be here on time. I ain't gonna trip. I'm gonna try to. I ain't gonna do too much of nothing tomorrow. So, tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in at 7. We're gonna discuss it. I'm gonna play it for you guys. And as well, guys, if there's nothing else y'all can do, please on your way out, hit the like button if you hadn't. If you want to share me out, share me out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. The kids are girl, let me tell you, I done moved to my back room. Oh, okay. Okay. I done moved to my back room with my green screen. I had a room, but I moved my I work from home, so my home and YouTube is together. So I had to move my work from home up front, and I was trying to work up front. But see, my son and them act like they deaf and can't hear, so they got the TV on blast. So when I'm here in my back room, which is my little junk room, y'all, with my utility room and stuff like that, and that's where my green screen at. So this is this is the quietest area in the house. And I had bought a new kitchen table, so my old kitchen table I moved back here, and now I can go live from back here to do my lives. It's more quieter. I have my green screen again, and that's it. So anyway, guys, I want to once again thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, if you have not hit that like button, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want to join the membership, press the join button. And I'm out of here for the night. And child, tomorrow I can't wait to go live and talk about the good bishop. My screen is frozen and I can't get up out this live. But once I do, y'all have a good night. All right, I'm out. Thank you. Child, I know they quiet. I need to go check on them because they quiet. Let me go check on them. Good night, y'all. Thank you, Chris.